Latin house, a genre that has gained immense popularity in the last 2 years, I think. And today I'm gonna show you the basic beat, bass composition, how you can get those percussions and vocals as well. So let's start by listening to some reference tracks. So basic beat, kick, clap, and hi-hats. Remember, the sound selection is supremely important in this genre, and to test it, we will use the same rhythmic pattern 3 times, but each time with different sounds. And simply by listening to it, you will know which one is the most appropriate for a house song. Let's get it started. This one doesn't work, so let's try another one. This one doesn't fit very well, so let's try with the last one. Alright, sounds good enough, so we're done with the basic beat. Now let's jump into the bass composition. For the bass composition, I'm using a regular sub bass. I mean, you can do it with silent or massive, but I'm using Serum. I like Serum, so this is how it sounds. The trick for a good bass line is to make it repetitive but not boring, because if it is boring, then nobody's gonna like your trash music. So remember, bass is part of the groove in house music, and bass is not a melodic element anymore. So this is what we got so far. That's it for the bass composition. We're done. So now let's take a look at the percussions. If you really want to add that Latin flavor slash Dutch vibe in your house record, you better have some nice percussions. But I know sometimes it could be a struggle. You don't know where to find realistic percussions, and you don't even know how to make them fit in your songs. But don't worry, I'm about to help you and show you how. So it is necessary for you to have a nice sound library. It's not a big deal though, don't worry, but this is how it goes. You can play with the velocity of the sounds to make them sound realistic. And as you can see, they're just a bunch of random sounds. And oh, you can also play with the panning to make them wider. So this is what we have. Now let's add maybe a drum loop. Alright, so this is how the percussion sounds like. I'll show you how to do this glitch effect in another video. For now, there's a list of elements you can also add. White noise, snares, and... Don't you guys think it would be a better idea if you just get a Latin house sample pack? Right? Also add a crash. Okay, so now create a nice build up, and we need to build enough tension and hype for the drop. And that's pretty much it for the percussion. So now let's move on to the vocals. The vocals are pretty interesting because like it's nothing from another planet. Just try to keep it simple.
Mami dale para abajo, hasta abajo. Mami dale para abajo, hasta abajo. Mami dale para abajo, hasta abajo, para abajo, hasta abajo, hasta abajo, hasta abajo, hasta abajo. Mami.
And yeah, if you really want your song to be a hit, use a fucking reggaeton vocal. Just like, when did reggaeton merge with house music? What? I fucking hate reggaeton music. So an advice would be like, the dirtier the acapella you use, the better your song becomes. So that's a trick. And you can also find a pretty nice and interesting acapellas on YouTube. Just search for perreo reggaeton acapellas and you'll have like 262 playlists about it. Oh yeah, and in the build-up section, just make the vocal very wet, you know, very wet. So we're done with the track. I'm not explaining mastering because nobody cares about mastering. Like, just pay a master engineer and that's it, right? Okay, so it's time to name our track. It's time to choose a title, and it has to be something really Latino, like sexy. You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean. So it has to be in Spanish. That's rule number one, and that's why I decided to call my track Chúpalo. I mean, Chúpalo in English will be like suck it, but suck it in English sucks. So that's why I decided to call it Chúpalo. Like, it's way more sexier. Like, people are gonna click on something that says Chúpalo, right? I hope so.
Mami dale para abajo, hasta abajo. Mami dale para abajo, hasta abajo. Mami dale para abajo, hasta abajo, para abajo, hasta abajo, hasta abajo, hasta abajo, hasta abajo. Mami dale para abajo, hasta abajo, para abajo, hasta abajo, hasta abajo, hasta abajo, hasta abajo. Un lado menos para adelante y la chapa para atrás. Al pasito mueve la cadera, mamá. Al ritmo de la música déjate llevar. Y 1, 2, 3, vamos allá. Y comienza con el de aquí, para allá, de allá, para acá, de aquí, para allá, de allá, para acá. Para adelante y para atrás, para adelante y para atrás, para adelante y para atrás, para adelante y para atrás. Y bailalo como Shakira, como Shakira, como Shakira. Y bailalo como Shakira, como Shakira, como Shakira. Bailalo como Shakira, 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 dale. Bailalo como Shakira, 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 dale. Ella le da cintura, ahí. Ella le da cintura, así. Ella le da cintura, 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 cintura.
If you want to do the extended mix, just repeat this. So that's it for today's video. And just to remind you, I was sick when I recorded this video. So I really appreciate if you like and subscribe. I know it has nothing to do with it, but I hope you really enjoyed this content, and see you guys in the next time.